Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today I'm going to do a pretty quick card. So I hope it's going to be quick. That's the intent. Using the Layering Leaves stamp set, which was designed to coordinate with the Bow Punch. This is in the annual catalog, which means today and today only, the 19th of July, it is on sale for 15% off, along with every other stamp set in the annual catalog except host sets. And since it isn't bundled with anything, that's one of the great ones to buy during the sale. Anything that is sold as a bundle for 10% off, you're still a couple dollars better buying the bundle. But for things that don't come bundled, buying the stamp set today will save you money. Go To Greetings is top of my list of recommendations. Just an FYI for those of you who are watching this and still have a chance to take advantage of the 15% off sale. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to do a simple card with this, and let's get started. Let's see who's here. Gladys is here. Hello, Gladys. Thanks for joining me. I am going to bring in one of these decorative masks that I showed you last week, and a piece of cardstock, basic white cardstock. And this, you don't have to be super precise. I'm just kind of going for an angle here. So I'm just taking a moment to set that out. I'm bringing in Daffodil Delight ink and one of my blending brushes. This is one I reserved for yellow colors. I don't necessarily have one. Well, I don't have one for every single color. Yellows seem to work pretty well. One for all of them. And I'm doing some color. Whoop, I really didn't want to do that where I moved it. I'm going to just go ahead and flip that over. That's not bad to start with. I'm going to flip it over though, and I am going to take a moment and tape the mask down. I had thought I could get away without doing that, but I think that's too risky. So you can bring in washi tape or regular sticky tape. Today I'm going to use some removable sticky tape. It's made by Scotch, so removable Scotch tape. It's got the blue core instead of a clear core or white core. And it's the same type of adhesive that's on the back of Post-it notes, so you could absolutely just use Post-it notes or Post-it tape. So I'm doing a little bit of swirling on my grid paper because I don't really want a dark splotch. I do want this to be darker in the center and lighter as I go out, but I don't really want a big ink splotch. There's a difference. So I'm just sort of concentrating for a moment here, seeing what I'm getting. A little bit more towards the center. Hello, Lorraine, and hello, Paula. Thanks for joining me. And I'm going to call it quits there. This could very well be a less is more situation, but I might try to lift carefully from one side so I could replace it if I wanted to. But no, I'm happy with that. There we go. So that removable tape is reusable. How's that for tongue twister? And just so I don't mess anything up, I'm going to take a moment here and wipe down this mask. I'll probably rinse it under the tap when I'm finished, but just minimize the chance of straining, getting somewhere. Set that aside. Okay, so there is that. I'm happy with that. I've got a little burst of color and pattern and texture there. Well, it looks textured. Hello, Christine. Thanks for joining me. And then I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. This is now a discontinued item, but if you are in Australia or anywhere else and you want one, I can help you try to track one down. This stamp is photopolymer, and I know I could place it really well. Sometimes when I'm stamping in black with the Memento black, I don't get quite as dark a stamping as I would hope, as dark an impression as I would hope. So I've put it on the Stamparatus in order to be able to stamp it multiple times if I need to. I have a feeling, this looks like it's coating pretty well. I have a feeling it's going to, of course, do okay. So let's put that on there and see how it does. And obviously I set that up before I came on with you guys. No, I'm actually happy to be able to stamp it again. It's a little bit, it's okay, but I think it'll do better, especially towards the bottom there with a little more ink. So as long as I have that up snug in that corner, this should line up exactly right. And there we go. I'm quite happy with that now. So pull that out of there. Can you see how nice and dark that is? Let's cover up the ink pad. And now I'm going to bring in my bow punch and a scrap of Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to punch a couple of these. I don't need this little one in the Granny Apple Green, but there's really no way to avoid that. So I've got two of those. And let's bring in this scrap of basic white and get one of those. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Like I said, this is a really quick and easy card. So I've got half a sheet of Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to adhere that on there. And obviously you can do this in any colors you want to. I'm going to just bring in a little bit of bright sunshine. We've had a good amount of sun the last several days, but we are still in the cloudy and wet, cold and windy winter season. So let's bring in some sunshine. And just going to do a little bundle of these. Figure out how I want them on there. I think the easiest way to get these on are going to be some glue dots. Just making sure I don't want to. Yeah, maybe I do. So I turned one of them over. And we'll add some glue dots here. You can absolutely use the pokey tool on the take your pick if you want. And I do sometimes fold them over so they fit more easily. Those don't need to be folded. Let's see about getting that on there. Get off my finger. And then we'll figure out this one. This one I think is going to need to be these are going to need to be rolled up. So I just roll them kind of into a cylinder. I can fold them over if I need to, but I think that's going to work really well. Can you see that? So because they're all balled up, that I am actually kind of balling it up, it's going to give it a little dimension too. It's like using firmer dimensionals. Let's put it that way. Yeah. There's that. And then I'm going to bring in this is the In Color Baker's Twine. It's technically Parakeet Party, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm doubling it up. And I kept those tails a little bit long, so I have room to play if I want to. I may just leave them long though. We'll bring in another glue dot. And I look at the knot on my bow, and whichever one's the messy side, that's where I put the glue dot. And a few sparklies. think, except for inside, it is finished. Now, if I wanted to, those two little ones that the bonus ones, sure, why not? Let's do them in there. If you knew you were doing something, you could put the adhesive sheet on the back of these before punching. Absolutely. But I think it's going to work just fine. With a bit of glue. There we go. Yes, very quick and easy. I like it with the longer tails. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I hope you like it. Look at that, 20 minutes. Not even. So, thanks for joining me today. Remember, go out and shop those stamp sets. Layering leaves is a good one. Anything that's not bundled is a particularly good bargain today. Again, the bundles are still a couple dollars cheaper than buying the stamp set individually from its coordinating cutting tool. So layering leaves, go to greetings. I know there's a bunch of them in there. They're not sold as bundles anymore, or never were part of a bundle. And those are the ones to focus on today. That's my hot tip for the day. So I will see you again, same time, same place next week. See you later. Bye-bye.